Welcome back to another Eagles franchise video. I accidentally clicked on this. I was gonna actually start with changing the trait for Zach Wilson, but we'll go here. And Miles Sanders is mad that he's not getting enough touches and that he's been cut out of the game plan, which I don't think he has. I think we've given him plenty of touches and he's definitely got his share of yards. But he disagrees. So we're gonna see what we can do to try and get him involved and get him happy to play and be here. I don't know what else I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember where I was going with that. And then we've decided we're not keeping any of these free agents anymore, right? Just gonna take another peek, look through. Nope. We're gonna let all these guys go. We'll try and fill in the draft and free agency, and then we'll decide where we're going to go from there. And I'm also going to change Zach Wilson's undisciplined stat because I think that's kind of unfair. Quarterbacks aren't undisciplined unless you're Tom Brady. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to want to look at what the player traits are. I'm just going to show all this so you know I'm not doing anything else. Forces passes, sends pressure, balls in the air. Where is it? Throw ball away. No. What do you mean no? What does it mean no? We're just going to make it normal, I guess. I don't know what this throw ball away thing is. Hold on, I'm going to look this up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so it seems like the throw ball away traits more so AI makes it so that they don't throw the ball away in critical situations where, like, let's say it's 3rd and 10 and you need the first down. They won't just throw it away. And then as a user, it just throws the ball away a little quicker. So we're going to leave this as is. We're going to change the penalty tendency down to normal. And we'll see how that works. If I still don't get the... I'm struggling with words. If we still don't get the... intentional grounding calls, then I'll have to look at something else because that means there's another setting I have that's not right, and I'll look to fix that. But everything should be good now. We shouldn't have any more issues. Trade center is out. Yep. I'm just gonna take a peek at free agent, see if anyone got cut or anything. There's Mike Davis. AB's still here. That could be an interesting signing just to see what he does, but it's not worth it to me. I think our corners have done fine. Linebackers has been the big weak spot on this team. Is there any free agent linebackers at all? Just going to take a little look in here. Not really. Not any young ones. Not any that I'd like really be interested in signing. They're all kind of older and you won't be able to develop them much before they start regressing. Trey Watson, but they're these low overalls and might as well just stick with what we've got. All right, so we're just going to hop into the game and try and come out with a win against the Raiders and see what we can do. Oh, we're playing in the rain. So that's going to make this game kind of interesting. It's our first home game in like 5 or 6 games, pretty much as long as I can remember. I don't remember when our last home game was, but of course our first one's going to start off in the rain, so we'll probably look to stick on the ground a little bit more this game, and passing's probably going to be limited. I'll test it out and we'll kind of see how the game flows and figure it all out from there. See if we can get Fletcher off to a great start here and get him his first sack of the game. Who are they shifting over there? Renfro? Right, Renfro wears 13. Fletcher got in there quickly. I just decided to do a juke move and didn't get it. Oh, they have Ruggs. Ruggs is going to be a problem. He's way too fast for really anyone on my defense to cover, so I'm going to have to do probably a lot of relying on safeties and good linebacker coverage over the middle to get anything good to happen. Oh, Hargrave broke through his block and was able to get to the quarterback, but he tripped over the tackle there on the outside and couldn't quite make it. I forgot we have Holcomb. I forget that it's his name. I just think his name's something else. So I was a little confused when we had him there. That's my zone, kind of, but Rager, no, that's who we have. Ruggs is just a little too fast, and I can't keep up with him. I got to be able to get way ahead of him on that route to be able to cut him off. Why is Troy Dye here? I want Beckwith on the field. Unless, oh, I'm stuck on a lineman. Farley, come on. He's done so great all season. I thought he was going to be able to get in front of it and intercept that too, but he kind of got pushed out of the way by Renfro, who decided he was going to show his strength and say that, no, I'm stronger. So we kind of got beaten there. And then Josh Jacobs just takes it in, and that's that. We've had a bit of a rough season so far with Zach Wilson. 7 touchdowns to 7 picks, only 855 yards. It's been rough. He hasn't been able to really do much. And obviously, he didn't play the first 3 games because Jalen Hurts was playing there, but we shipped him off to New England. But even after, our offense really just hasn't been able to do anything in terms of passing the ball. Because I think part of that's just not having a true separating receiver. Juju Smith is really, really good in terms like catching contested. He's like a Kenny Golladay, where he's good at catching contested catches and situations where it's relied on. God damn it! How? Oh. I go to throw the screen. The running back is not where he should be. It bounces off his head, goes straight up, and directly into the defensive lineman's hands. He's just standing there waiting for it. And then Zach Wilson, with zero awareness of what's going on, it wouldn't let me tackle him. He was just locked into a slow walking animation. All right, back to where I was with talking about Zach Wilson and why his numbers have been. The Schuster's more of like a the Kenny Golladay type player, as I said, and he's a more physical guy. He can catch stuff, contested catches, anything like that. In spectacular catching, he can do really well. But things like creating separation as a receiver, he's just not there. He doesn't have the route running to be able to get open on every play like someone like why am I blanking on receivers' names right now? I can't even think of any. Stephon Diggs, I guess you could say, is one who's able to create lots of separation. I don't know why that's the only name I can think of, but it is. Or if you look at people who came into the draft this year, somebody who's able to create good separation. I had Y open there. I'm too focused on up close. Maybe a CD Lamb. He's got good route running. He can get open. Jalen Waddle, who's going to come in this year into the league. Obviously, he was drafted already, but he's a guy who can kind of create that separation and really get open. Why can I not? Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, these guys. It's guys like that you need on your team to really set up as the number 1 receiver. And why did I throw the ball on 4th and inches? I'm too focused on talking. But we just don't have that true separator on this team to help us always have someone open. Or even double coverage to let other guys be open. Everyone's kind of in single coverage right now. And it makes it a little tough. But we're kind of making it work. We're able to move it enough and get the offense moving enough to where we can win games. And as we get Goddard open, I think our best receivers on the team are Goddard. Goddard and Jack Doyle have been really, really good so far this year. And Bell's been a great receiving back even too. He's done great out of the backfield. Blocking, as always, is horrible. Offensive line has had its struggles this year. We've gotten rid of a couple guys, though. Brennan Brooks is back. That's huge. I forgot he was coming back this game. But the offensive line has had its struggles, and center can't block there. I'm going to focus now and actually try and see if I can get us into the end zone and get the game closer and not have us down 14-0. And Bell shrugs off a tackle there, and almost is able to stay focused and keep going, but he gets caught, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. All right, we're going to try and get our defense to hold them 3 and out would be nice as we get in there and get a QB hit there and make him throw an incomplete pass. But 3 and out would be nice because it obviously shortens their drive, kills the momentum that they have going, and offers us to be able to come back and ideally score and make it closer and try and take momentum back. We've got him on 3rd and 8 here. Let's see if we can stop him. I'm going to be covering. I don't even know who that 19 guy is. I don't know who'd have. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Ruggs is just too fast. I don't know what I'm going to have. I don't know what to do about that. Well, that makes us score 21-3 in the first quarter. So they've scored both their offensive drives, and they scored on a defensive possession. We're off to a horrible start of this game. Just I'm gonna try and get things moving back our way, but it's gonna be tough. See, that's why our offense is so bad, is because we have first off, our offensive line gets injured every play, as now Andre Dillard's out, but we don't have anybody who can do much after the catch. They're just not fast enough to outrun people. It kind of makes it tough. The only person who is fast enough to really do anything is Miles Sanders, as he just kind of runs and gets 15 yards. Yeah, 16. Whoever our backup center there did really well. Who's the backup? I don't know, 74? I have no idea who that is. Brooks did a good job moving to block, but the guy he dropped was able to catch up. And dislocated shoulder, he may be out the rest of the season, depending on how bad it is and how long they want to have him out for, and it won't let me click X to substitute. So that's just stuck on the screen. Nope, there it goes. Okay, we're good. Nobody's on Schuster. Do I want to just try and get it out quick and go to him? I do. It's the right choice there. Schuster's able to sneak through that first guy and gain a couple after the catch too. That's what we need to have happen on this offense, so we can really get some good chunk plays and move forward. And Sanders kind of runs past someone there and gains 8. We're gonna have no one opened, and we get sacked. The guy in the back left there was open, but I couldn't throw that by the time we were being hit. Tough. That's tough. We're going to look at Schuster over the middle. Then after that, maybe Atwell or Bell. We're going to take Schuster there. Go ahead and go low. We got it. Great pass by Zach Wilson. I'm pretty sure it was an inaccurate pass, probably due to pressure, but it was exactly where it needed to be, so I'll take it. That's not good. Ruggs already has over 100 yards on the game, so kind of shows what kind of a threat he is for this team. Try and cover. What? Oh, he beats us over the top again. How do I stop him? He's going to have over 150 yards receiving now on the game. I don't know what we can do to stop him. I just have no idea. Cover the safety maybe and go cover him myself is going to be the only option. But they're doing a run now, so I can't even do that. I'm just going to have to do that. I'm going to have to take the safety and cover him myself to kind of eliminate him from the game. Try and prevent him from just burning us over the top on every play. And he's open again there. It doesn't matter. He was running a slant. I figured he'd run through plenty of zones and be fine to cover, but no. My money's going that he's going to pass to Ruggs again, so I'm going to go try and take that away. I don't even care that he's going to go there. I'd rather him throw to Waller than Ruggs. Waller's up to X Factor. That's bad. They have Hunter Renfrow in instead of... Well, that was a mistake. It's a fumble, and it's recovered. That was our chance. That was our chance to flip things around and try and take momentum. See what we can do here. Fletcher's in there, and he forces him to just throw it away. Interesting choice by Derek Carr there to throw it away on a down where you need a score. We're going to look at Doyle and see if he gets open. Or actually, first I'm going to look at Goddard on the curl. Then I'm going to see if Juju gets open up over the top. Goddard's there. I'm just going to take it. We had Juju come open there for a split second, but I probably wouldn't have taken it because of Kwiatkowski. I didn't want to have to throw over him. Sadly, Goddard actually falls down there, but we got a decent gain as we're able to open up a huge hole for Sanders to go through, and he gains probably 20-25 yards somewhere in there on his huge pickup. 21 yards, I think, is what they just said. Great run by Sanders. Great run. And we got Juju wide open over the middle. We're gonna gain 20 yards out of that. Atwell might be open here over the middle, and he is, and that will be a touchdown. Awesome. Everything kind of lined up really well there. That was my first read, was Atwell. If that linebacker kind of pulled right, and it made it so he wouldn't be able to make it back into the play in time, and we were able to take advantage of that and score. Raiders are starting their drive to I'd imagine, score points and not just run out the clock. so they can increase their lead. But what we're going to try and keep that from happening, as that would be very bad as we try and mount our comeback to try and win this game. Caleb Farley makes a huge play on Ruggs to knock the ball out. We're going to try and make sure he doesn't catch the ball anymore this game, because he has already had his field day with us, and we do not need to be letting him have any more catches where they just burn us over the top. Maddox making his huge play on Ruggs. He's really not allowed to catch anything else. Our team is making sure of it. That's much better compared to how they were. They were letting him. They're just letting him get over the top. Now they're keeping him underneath. They do it again, and Maddox gets in there this time and knocks it down. I think they're just doing the same play. Now they're not. I think they were just doing the same play over and over there. This time we're going to try and hold them. And Maddox makes a huge open field tackle on Darren Waller to keep them to 4th down. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout. Stop the clock for when we get the ball back. But that is a huge open field tackle, and a tough one at that by Maddox to be able to. He's able to bring him down. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he was able to do that just because of how much bigger Waller is than him. And that's a very impressive tackle and a great job. We're going to see if we can score here before the 2-minute warning and tie the game up before half. Get it to Atwell. That was a scary throw. Probably not one I should have made, or if I am going to make it a lot earlier than that. Probably would have been the right move, but is what it is. We got some yards, and it wasn't picked, so can't. Why was that so high? That was not where that pass should have been at all, and it didn't say inaccurate or anything. That was kind of weird. We're just gonna run slants, try and get Atwell here off the cut, and we do. We get our first. We're actually just gonna do a hurry up because there's still plenty of time for us to call both of our timeouts, and I'm gonna run, try and get out. Nope, he fumbles it. Of course he does. Thankfully, Goddard is there to recover that and kind of make it so there's no mistake made. But I don't understand why quarterbacks fumble so easily in this game. They don't do that in real life at all. I probably should have slid, but I also wanted to try and make it out of bounds there. We're just gonna take the check down to Le'Veon. We're gonna have to call a timeout. I probably should have called the timeout immediately and then tried to get out of bounds. We do not have enough. We are not close enough for me to feel comfortable making that throw at all. I think if I can get this and get Goddard on the sideline, that'd be the right move. Guy hit as we threw. We're just gonna attempt this field goal. I don't think there's any way on earth that I make this, but we're gonna make an attempt. Just short. As I kind of figured that was gonna happen. It was a really, really long field goal, but we made an attempt and it wasn't quite there. That'll bring us to half. We're down by 7, and we're gonna see if we can pull something together, create a drive, and tie it up right after half. I was kind of expecting the rain to have more of an impact on this game, but it really hasn't done much. Catching has been great. Passing the ball has done really, really well. That guy's not even blocked at all, but we still get 5. Running the ball has done really well. But the receivers haven't had any problems catching. They've caught pretty much any pass that's hit their hands, and there hasn't been any drops. I'm sure I probably just jinxed that. But nope. Atwell makes an incredible catch there, dragging his toes along the sideline to make that 20-yard grab, move the chains. We're going to go ahead and... I was going to say give Bell a carry, but I'm liking that the outside coverages on Juju with the single safety up top. And I'm going to go ahead and just take that to Juju and see if he's able to grab it. Nope. There's the first issue where I think the rain's kind of coming in. Can't make that one-handed grab just because it's a little slippery. I think that's one he'd probably usually make. But, ooh, almost able to squeeze that in there. Almost able to, but not quite. Great defensive play to knock that one down. We're going to see if we can get Goddard over the middle. Maybe. Not where that ball should have been thrown. Not at all. Obviously, that's not a throw I should have even been attempting by any means. That's my fault. That is 100% my fault. Not what we needed to have happen on our first drive to make our comeback start at all. Okay, well, Farley decides to go ahead and take matters into his own hands. Picks it himself. and returns it for the touchdown. I think that's his frustration coming out and goes, I'll just do it myself. If you guys don't want to, I'll do it. He decides to go, and now the game is all tied up at 24-24. Likely with a run. I'm assuming that's going to be a run to Renfro. It is. Maddox is able to slow him down. They're kind of dragging him slowly to the ground, and then someone else came in there to kind of finish everything up in that play. Ruggs is going to be open over the underneath. That's not where he was throwing the ball at all. Renfro just had good awareness there and was able to come back to it. I think he was throwing that to Ruggs, trying to get him on the drag, which would have been very bad because he would have caught it and probably gotten another 20 yards just based off his agility and speed. But that's not what happened, and now we're on 3rd and 2. We're going to stop them here. Yep, we do. And that will force them to punt and give us the ball back. That was a dumb idea to try and return that. We're just going to go ahead and give this to Bell and see if he's able to get us out of the end zone. And he is, and he's able to get a whole lot more too. Wow, 22-yard run for Bell. And we only wanted 5 or 6 to get us out off the edge of the end zone there. And he's able to give us tons of breathing room to start this drive. That's really good. Go ahead and just give that to Atwell underneath and let him run it for the first down too. 21 of 28, 234, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not too bad. Wish I wasn't throwing as many picks as I am, but it's not as bad as I usually do. We'll put it that way. I usually do pretty bad, and Sanders runs for 8 there. Sanders is having a great game. He's averaging upwards of 6 yards per carry, probably about 6.6 right now. Maybe even higher than that. But we're going to go ahead and throw B. I was trying to get it to lead to the right, but it didn't want to. If it would have led right, I think that could have been a huge gain. Probably should have ran it now that I'm thinking about that. Go ahead and try and get that on the run, and we are. Atwell made a huge catch, 19 yards, able to bring us into the red zone. Go ahead and give the ball to the Sanders. Try and beat everyone outside and get in for the touchdown, and we're just able to do so. Sanders was just able to get around the edge just enough to be able to beat everyone to the end zone. And that will give us the lead and put us up 31-24. At this point, the Raiders are going to be a little desperate to try and do something to catch up. They haven't ran the ball a whole lot, which I think is good for. And Caleb Farley makes another huge interception. Huge jumping interception there, and he takes it for another pick 6 this game. It's his 5th interception on the season, 2nd of the game, 2nd touchdown of the game. And he's really looking to win this game single-handedly at this point. And he puts us ahead now 38-24, giving us a 14-point lead in a massive, massive play. They ran the ball for the first time in a while, and it did not end well at all. Josh Jacobs has 7 rushes for 11 yards. They are not choosing the right place to run the ball on. It is not going well for them in the slightest, and Holcomb almost able to get in there and get him down for the sack. Bubba Bolden actually almost made it to that route there a little early and intercepted it even. Josh Jacobs was able to catch it before he made it there. Fletcher got to him and brought him down for the sack. That forces them to punt it on 4th and 17. And it'll get us the ball back, and we'll try and kill some clock and make it so that they don't have much time to do anything. Atwell's having a great game. 9 catches for 96 yards. He was our target there, but he wasn't able to. Ooh, we got Goddard wide open over the middle. We'll just secure catch that so he doesn't take any extra hits. I don't know why I'm still passing. We can just run the ball. We've got a massive lead right now. We shouldn't be risking anything we don't need to. So we're just going to go ahead and give this one to Miles Sanders. Nope, we're going to wait till the 3rd quarter or 4th quarter actually before we decide to do anything, and we'll start that off with a handoff to Miles Sanders and try and get him on the outside and see what he's able to do. Hopefully able to do a lot. Nope. Block wasn't able to be held on the outside, but it's a receiver. Can't really ask for a whole lot from them, as they're not meant to really do a whole lot of blocking, especially Atwell. Atwell's a smaller receiver. He can only hold the block for so long. But he did well while he could, and Bell couldn't find anything. Decided to just try and plow into the lineman, get as much as he could. This is my favorite play in Madden, by far. Especially when they decide to do that with a corner. We can get Atwell He's able to hold on to it and make the catch. That'll give us our first down. 10 receptions. He's over 100 yards now on this game with a touchdown, too. I'm kind of looking at Schuster here over the middle. They've got no one there, and no one's there. And Schuster's able to... Oh, he drops it. He drops it. I was thinking that was going to be an easy touchdown for him, and he could not quite haul it in. That was not too tough of a catch there. We had B open there for a second. Don't trust it anymore. Of course, we fumble it. Of course. 7 receptions for 203 yards. He shredded our defense. Fletcher able to get in there for a sack. Great coverage by the defense. Great job by Fletcher to get in there and take him to the ground. 2nd and 22. It's going to be a tough one for them to get. Try and just give it to Jacobs underneath, and he just kind of runs out of bounds all on his own. Not really touched there. He probably could have just plowed through Avonte Maddox, but Avonte Maddox has made some good tackles in this game, so I don't really know. Okay. Okay, that didn't work at all. I was kind of hoping Wallace was going to be able to make a diving tackle there right at the first down marker to bring him down, but wasn't able to. And he caught it and got a huge gain out of it. Not what we're trying to do. We were trying to hold him. But able to force a quick throw there from Carr and force an incompletion. Defensive line has done a great job putting pressure on him this game too. They do every game, but I'd like to see more from Sweat and Barnett. They just haven't done much. Covering the middle of the field. Nothing here. He just throws it away. Probably the right choice. He had so much time. He had probably about 9-10 seconds maybe. He really had all day. Gonna try and stop him here and make sure they're not able to get any kind of a comeback going. Hopefully hold them to 4th. They'll probably go for it, but it's gonna be close. Hunter Renfro is hurt. That's gonna be tough. They're gonna go for this pretty obviously. Why is there nobody in the backfield? That's kind of a dumb move. We're just going to cover everything here. Not able to. Troy Dye is just too slow to be able to get in front of Ruggs. He's destroyed us this game. He's done pretty much whatever he wants, and he's been open. There was a drive where we did really well and stopped him and knocked everything away that touched his hands. But that drive we struggled a little bit, and he was able to get open. He's just too fast. He makes the cut out of his route, and then he's gone. He just runs as fast as he can. And you just can't catch him. I don't know why I'm throwing the ball, but I'm going to look for Juju there on the outside. Maybe a drag route underneath if he doesn't get open. That's not what I wanted to do. I meant to throw it to Juju. But now we're just going to kind of run the ball. Thought what we should... 2nd and 10. I'm going to try and get some more yards before I run it. Get it to Juju there, and we do. Able to get a few more yards. We have 32nd ranked passing offense. We've done okay today, almost 300 yards passing, but that's not good. We need to start doing better on offense, passing the ball. Are we able to plow through and just get it? It's 4th and inches. Do I punt it here or do I try and go for it? I'm going to do a fullback dive. At least come out and look like I'm going to do one. Can I audible to a QB sneak? I can't. I'm actually going to go ahead and just give it to Bell and see if he can power through. I think I can get it with the fullback, but I trust Bell a little more with his power, and he's able to run through. Get the yards we need. Oh, I forgot about the 8-mile-an-hour wind. This might go way out. Wow, that's a great punt. No! It just went perfectly straight. That would have been an incredible punt if it would have gone out of bounds right there, but it didn't. It just didn't, and it went completely straight back and went out of the back of the end zone. I've never seen that happen. It's an interesting bounce you can get from that. And it's going to be roughing the passer. Great open field tackle from Slay. And they'll put him around the 50. Defense hasn't even played bad. We just let Rager beat us over the top early, and that was really the big issue. Derek Carr and Zach Wilson have very, very similar numbers right now. Huge hit from Holcomb, but Ruggs is able to hold on to it. We're just going to try and make them take as long as we can and hold them from scoring. That's not how we want to do it. That is not how we want to do it. Ruggs was surprisingly not able to hang on to that. Great coverage by Maddox, though. Held very tight coverage and held him from doing a whole lot. No, bring him down, please. Thank you. I'll go ahead and force them to do 3rd and 1. Josh Jacobs on the outside, able to push him out. Did they get the first? They did. That's not good. They still have too many options. They can run or pass. I'm looking for a run play here to Jacobs. They're not running it. They're passing. I don't know why, but they couldn't get anything open. Fletcher gets in there for a huge sack. Loss of about 13 probably there. That puts them to 2nd and goal. There's 25 seconds left at this time. They have to find somewhere to score here, or they're not going to win. He drops it too. I do like covering with Holcomb. Cover Walker there, and why did they check down underneath to Jacobs? They're going to lose. The AI with managing the clock is so poor. So poor. But with how Madden is, they likely are going to score here on this play. It's been a great red zone stop by the defense. And it's intercepted by big play Slay to end the game. Wow, this defense played so well. They had a couple issues early on, but other than letting Rager, I'm going to get it right eventually. Other than letting Ruggs beat us over the top, we played really, really, really well this game. Our offense was clicking. The first incredible offensive performance that we've really seen. And we were able to move the ball passing. Running the ball was great, as we got 136 total rush yards, 297 pass yards. Obviously, we threw some interceptions. That's not good. We threw 2 picks, and we have fumbled a couple times, which isn't good. That's fumbles. I guess I got to be more careful and slide more, or just get rid of the ball quicker. The interceptions were pretty much my fault. Balls that should not have been thrown. But this team played really, really well. Derek Carr and Zach Wilson were almost the same person this game. Zach Wilson threw for 100 less yards, 2 touchdowns. Derek Carr threw 3 picks, and I threw 2. Rushing great by Miles Sanders, who had 13 for 79. Bell was 8 for 40. Jacobs couldn't get anything going. He had 7 carries, 11 yards, 1 touchdown. They just didn't give him the carries he needed. They just didn't want to give him anything. Henry Ruggs was a huge, huge problem in this game, but we were able to kind of shut him down after some huge mistakes and letting him beat us over the top, as his longest catch was 76 yards for a touchdown. But Atwell had a huge game himself. He had 10 catches, 113 yards and a touchdown, with his long was only 20. But still did good. Schuster 6 for 85 and a touchdown. Dallas Goedert 6 75. Rager had a catch in there for 15. Bell had 2 catches for 12. Doyle even had 1. Blocking, we gave up 1 sack. I thought we had 2. Oh, that's right, because I was rolling out and we fumbled on it. Avonte Maddox had 11 tackles. Incredible. How many TFLs do we have? 1 for Holcomb, 1 for Shakatoni, 1 for Fletcher Cox. Desmond King got 1 eventually. Fletcher Cox had 4 sacks, again being our only player with a sack on the team. Jonathan Abram had 1 against us, and Maurice Hurst had 1 against us as well. Caleb Farley had 2 interceptions. I know I've said sacks before once or twice, but he had 2 interceptions there. Darius Slay with the game-winning interception to shut down the game and make us come out with the win. Desmond King had 1 against us at one point. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, who had kind of just floated up. That wasn't really my fault. 3 forced fumbles on the game. Fletcher forced 1, and then the 1 by Kwiatkowski and 1 by Hurst. And then Malik Hooker had 1 recovery. Then we had the 2 touchdowns from Caleb Farley, and Maurice Hurst returned the 1. No safeties, nothing else. Kicking and then punting. But, yeah, pretty good game overall. Javon Hargrave has an upgrade point. I think we're going to go ahead and put 1 into Speed Rusher and see if we can get more pass pressure from him. He's done good, but I want to kind of get him a little bit higher up. Caleb Farley has an upgrade point. We're going to go ahead and give him 1 for man coverage. He's honestly, I think I'd be okay with where his stats are right now with how he's played. He's He has played so well. Zone coverage is bad. Actually, I should probably give him some upgrade points to that. His tackling's not great. 61 catching, and he's catches like he does. Interesting. I might even be willing to promote him up to a captain on this team if he keeps playing the same or the way he is, and he might even quickly move up to the #1 corner. Tutu Atwell, we're gonna go ahead and give. What did we need for him? I think it's just route running, right? He could use higher catching and catch in traffic, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just give him better route running. Try and get him to be that good pass separator and be that reliable target we can kind of go to. I don't remember. Didn't see what points he was given, so that was bad. We'll give Bubba Bolden, what's his zone coverage? 65. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him an upgrade point to zone. Try and get that up a little bit. Doesn't boost his overall at all, but he does get +2 zone coverage, and he even gets +1 awareness in there as well. But yeah, that was a great game from all the rookies we have too. Not a bad game from Miles Sanders, so he's happy. He's happy what he did on the field today. Can we see what the runnings are for? That'll be our 4th win, by the way, 4th win in a row. Hopefully we're not bottom anymore. Hopefully we'll be. If the Giants and football team lose, hopefully we'll be 2nd on the team, but not really a for sure way to know. 29th in offensive yards. Yikes. 1st in defensive yards still. After that game, we might not be, but let's look at yearly awards. Matt Ryan leads for NFL MVP. Anybody here for us? I doubt it, no. Fletcher Cox is Defensive Player of the Year, as he should be. Zach Wilson and Tutu Atwell making their push for Rookie of the Year. Right now, Brock Purdy has it. 67 overall. What? How? Okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year is looking like Patrick Surtain. Caleb Farley's only at 3. Interesting. Bubba Bolden there at 5. Best QB, not going to be us. Best running back. Miles Sanders is there at 3. Best receiver, probably none of ours. Nope. Best O-line, again, probably none of ours. Oh, Brandon Brooks is actually there. He's been injured the whole game, though. That doesn't count. Defensive line going to be Fletcher. Did anyone else sneak on there? No. Best linebacker, no one. Caleb Farley's looking up for best or DB. Darius Slay there at 9, and Bubba Bolden there at 10. Our defense has just played so well. I have a feeling they're going to start falling a little bit, just because of who we're going to be playing in the future. Zach Wilson, his numbers are okay. No, his numbers are bad, but hopefully we can get them to be okay if we can start throwing less picks. Miles Sanders is averaging 4.7 yards per carry. Bell is averaging 5. Both doing really, they only have 3 broken tackles between both of them. We need to turn CPU tackling down just a hair. But Miles Sanders isn't really the guy to break tackles, so we'll just leave it as it is. Receiving, Tutu Atwell now has 460 receiving yards, averaging 12.1 per carry with 3 touchdowns. Juju right behind with 403, averaging 13.9. And then Goddard behind that with 362, averaging 9.5 per catch, not carry. And then Rager down there, not doing too great. Only has 11 catches on the year. Yikes. He has 2 touchdowns, though, so this is a good guy to have in the red zone. About it. Tackles, Beckwith with 53. Fletcher with 43. 13 TFLs for him. He has 15 sacks on the year. He's trying to make that push for the record. Javon Hargrave with 4. 1 for Troy Dye. 1 for Sweat. Half for Holcomb and Beckwith. Oh, nope, not Beckwith. Just Holcomb. Yikes. Our sack numbers are bad. Aside from having Fletcher Cox having 15, they would be horrible because we only have 3 other players with a full sack. One of them has a half. Yikes. And I want to look at interceptions real quick because we have quite a few of those. Caleb Farley's leading it with 5. Behind that is Bubba Bolden with 3. Darius Slay with 3. 1 to Beckwith, 1 to Maddox, and 1 to Holcomb. Probably need to start punting a little more. Only 14 punts. But it doesn't help when you throw interceptions pretty much every play. We're going to go ahead and sim to next week, I think. And that's going to do it for us after we take a peek at next week and what's going to be happening there. So this week we have a weekly player, which goes to Caleb Farley with his 2 picks and 2 touchdowns. Matt Ryan with his MVP numbers there. You can see Ruggs and Hurst both have Player of the Week. Not surprised at all, as Hurst had a sack, an interception, a forced fumble, and a touchdown. And then Ruggs just completely destroyed our defense. We've got some players to upgrade. Marco Wilson is returning to... I don't even know who that is. Some players to upgrade, some scouting points, new player to re-sign and negotiate with, which we won't do. But that will do it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace out.